because the 2 seed has went down. Ryan Jack, NC State victorious over Clark, so it will be Jack and Matthews to wrestle for the ACC title at 41. Let's go to 49 in our matchup. There is Zach Sherman getting loose. Had a tough battle with Jared Verclaren of Virginia earlier today, and now a little more than an hour later, ready to battle Tariq Wilson.
A rematch of the ACC finals in the semifinals.
Sherman won the ACC title 2 years ago, lost to Wilson last year. The two shake hands and we are underway.
The deepest weight class in the ACC, and you've got both of them on mat 1 and mat 2. And immediately Andonian gets the takedown. Feinstein kind of extended himself, and Andonian kind of followed. Little shrug by Sherman. But the challenge is that Wilson is so long.
We'll keep our double box view for the 149 weight class. Lots of firepower. Andonian with the early takedown. A minute in, he's riding, has the arm trap near the edge. A 2-0 lead. Wilson and Sherman on their feet. Just underway at 149, a rematch of last year's ACC title.
You can see that it's getting exciting here at the ACC championships. Everyone knows how important these matches are for the team race. And Andonian is riding loose, but Feinstein knows he has to continue to wrestle a solid match and not do things that are a little sloppy, because if you do something sloppy against Andonian, you might be on your back.
Andonian crossing the 1-minute mark of riding time in the first period. Stand-up position, fine silver, and he is away. 2-1 Andonian on the right. No score. Wilson and Sherman. Real conservative start for Tariq Wilson.
Win-Dixie.
He comes in.
Win-Dixie for Andonian, and he's getting a count. And Tariq Wilson gets his first takedown. Win-Dixie action by Andonian. And Tariq Wilson gets his first takedown. And looking to build on top. In NC State, they're known for being stingy on their feet and tough on top. One thing that Tariq Wilson does, he covers the hips on top. But good job by Zach Sherman to get his hips away and create the distance.
Tariq Wilson making his fifth appearance in the ACCs because of the COVID year. Number of wrestlers now competing in ACC championships and other conference tournaments across the country for a 5th time. As we dial in solely on Sherman and Wilson, we'll keep an eye on Andonian, but he has opened up a huge lead over Fine Silver. So a 2-1 score, no surprise with these two wrestlers who know each other so well. In Rock, when you look at Tariq Wilson, very calculated in the opening 3 minutes, took one shot and it was effective.
So here it is, reaches across, gets it in, and finishes quickly. I mean, head across the body, reaches for both legs, and Zach Sherman just could not get himself together because Tariq was in and he got his head across the body to get his takedown.
Wilson starts the second period underneath. Quickly, he is close to getting away. That right arm still around the lower back area, so still control, not anymore. Wilson gets free, 3-1, Tariq Wilson.
Sean, you brought a good point. The arm was still around the back. So when the arm is around to the other hip or rib cage, it's still controlled by the top man. Once that arm goes around to the midline of the back, then it becomes a neutral or a loss of control.
There was a lot of shakeup with North Carolina State moving guys around as far as weights go. Wilson bumping up, Hidley bumping up 2 weights, Hayden Hidley. We saw Arini drop down, slide into the 133 division. Pat Papalizio just has played the right cards, it seems like, throughout his entire tenure in Raleigh.
That's the thing. When you shoot doubles, you have to make sure your elbows are in, because if your elbows aren't in, like Tariq Wilson had, he had an underhook and almost pancaked him. So even though you shoot doubles, 2 legs are always better than 1. Keep your elbows in, because if the elbows are up, you might be pancaked or put on your back. These guys are just, you know, knowing the margin of error at this level of not just the ACCs, but these are all-American type of wrestlers. Shrug. Good shrug. Stall call against Tariq because he avoided the action and got out of bands, but that was a good shrug. Couldn't finish it, but he got a stall call. Good call by the official. Oh, this is it. Going into the 3rd period, 3-1.
Tariq Wilson, 4-time NCAA qualifier, a 2-time All-American. Remember, he qualified twice at 133, twice at 141. And now here he is in his final year, wrestling at 149. Unbeaten the last 2 years in duels.
This is where we're going to find out what NC State is known for, and that's to be tough on top. Try to get the riding time. Separate yourself from your opponents by being a better mat wrestler. But good job by Zach Sherman, just being patient, keeping his elbows in a sit-out position to try and clear the arm to one side or the other. This is where NC State, they win a lot of close matches by practicing these tight situations. 30 seconds left, keeping your opponent down. 30 seconds down, and 30 seconds left, and getting out on bottom. And you can see the length is a concern. Even with a sit-out, Tariq was able to keep his arm completely across the body of Zach Sherman, and he's approaching riding time, which is the difference. Mat wrestling.
It really becomes an uphill battle now for Sherman, with Wilson going over the minute of riding time. So Zach Sherman's going to have to, first off, find a way to get out from underneath and then immediately get on the engine for some offense.
And keep in mind, Tariq Wilson has a stall call against him. So while he's over a minute in riding time, if he keeps this caution on Sherman, so he's got riding time in his favor. However, Zach Sherman has a stall call against Tariq. Good motion by both wrestlers. They are working. Tariq is riding, and Sherman is working, just building up the riding time. And of course, Coach Scott is starting to look at the referees and telling them, come on, come on. He's telling Zach, keep going, keep going. I'm going to get into the head of the officials. He's going to tell him, like, look, my guy is moving, and Tariq Wilson's just following. The psychology of being a head coach.
Again, Sherman will go to work on the grip. The moment he gets up to his feet, Wilson's able to bring him right back down. Sherman spending a lot of energy just trying to get away from the length of Tariq Wilson, and nothing has worked so far as the momentum carries them out of bounds again.
31 seconds. We're about to find out the mental toughness of Tariq Wilson because he cannot. Well, he can, but you don't want to let Zach Sherman go because Tariq Wilson has a stall call against him. So he's going to try and keep Zach Sherman down. Zach Sherman's going to continue to explode to get up. Another caution. Zach Sherman's got to relax. Because if he gets another caution, that means that'll be a point for Tariq Wilson. The length is a problem when you wrestle Tariq Wilson. He's staying underneath. Flattened him out. This is what NC State works on, being good on top, being tough on top. And this is how he's just getting to a point where 1 point. Okay, so 11 seconds left. 1 point was an escape.
Did they give the one?
No, there was no escape there.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it stays 3-1. Just 11 seconds to go.
Well, at the riding time, it's 4-1.
Yeah, over 2 minutes of riding time by Tariq Wilson. And finally, Sherman away. He needs a takedown to try to force a sudden victory. He's on the hunt. Nothing to be found. And Tariq Wilson has Zach Sherman's number again. Tough battle as we expected, but the riding by Wilson proved to be the difference. And Tariq Wilson moves into the finals where he looks to defend